Today, I'm beating Terraria, but I can only use boss loot. Treasure bags are dropped from bosses in expert mode or higher. They contain various items ranging from weapons, accessories, armor sets, and others. So, with this limitation, how hard will Terraria be? How did I defeat the first boss? And believe me, I had to rely on some strange strategies to deal with some of these fights.
This is so perfect! Oh my god!
I started my world and chopped down some trees. I wanted to progress normally, going underground and getting some upgrades, but because I'm using boss loot only, I really can't use most of the upgrades I found. So the reasons why I explored anyways were two. I wanted life crystals to increase my max health and survive longer, but the most important reason is to find a way to deal damage. But before I continued exploring the cave, I wanted to see what biomes I had around my spawn.
No.
So I went back to the underground to continue looking for a way to deal damage. And you probably already know what I'm looking for. It's lava. Lava doesn't count as a weapon. It's just a liquid you can place down that can damage enemies for quite a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna use lava to try and kill Deerclops as my first boss. Also, look at my luck.
Oh my god! 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 hard crystal.
Despite that, I found a minecart rail that led me to the underground desert. By pure luck, I ran directly into a pool of lava. This meant that I won't have to mine all the way down to the lower layers just to get lava. With my new bucket, plus the jump hook I made, I could easily explore the surface of the world without much trouble.
No! Ah!
Eventually reaching the snow biome. I needed to kill flinxes in the underground ice. Once I found a flinx, I just needed to pour some lava into it and collect the fur. After collecting enough fur, I then went to collect evil ore, as this is necessary for the summon. Thankfully, I have really good memory when it comes to Terraria, as I remembered exactly where I had seen some of this ore.
And if I remember correctly, I saw some of it. Yeah.
After this, I looked for more ore just in case, but I kept finding more useless chests. However, there were also useful hard crystals. Afterwards, I returned home and finally built my house. Then I went back to the snow biome and made my arena to fight Deerclops.
I'm scared, but let's do this. Oh, please tell me that it hurts in lava.
To my surprise, the lava didn't work on it. Its legs seem to not have a hitbox or they are just immune to lava. But I had a plan B ready. Dressers. Yes, this will actually help me with the boss. Let me explain. Dressers let you store items just like a chest. This means that dressers will be indestructible as long as they have an item inside. But why do I care about indestructible dressers? Well, my only other option for damage are explosives. And I don't want to completely destroy the biome just for a boss fight. After filling my arena with dressers, I started the rematch.
Hardcore Tanoshi.
Yeah, this is really slow. I'm gonna cut down all the fight, but in short, this fight was just spawn, throw bombs, deal little damage, die, repeat.
One more. Okay, we got it. Please. Okay, I forgot about that.
Finally, the fight was over. Now I could get one of the weapons Deerclops drops. I'll be fine with any, as long as I don't get the... I got the sentry? Now I had to do that painful fight again?
Yes. Okay.
Thankfully, after the second fight I got the weather paint. 3 hours in, and I finally got the first weapon. With my new weapon in hand, I killed more Deerclops and got the last weapon, the pneumatic horn.
Hopefully. Yes, I got it.
Now that I have really good weapons, I set out to get my first armor set. the ninja armor, dropped by King Slime. But before I summoned the boss, the game kept mocking me with luck again.
What? Just look at my luck. Like, my luck has been insane on this playthrough. Just because the game knows. It knows, like, it's aware that I'm doing a challenge.
After that, I summoned the King Slime.
Okay, it just started raining.
And with these weapons, King Slime was a joke.
That was so fast.
Next was Eye of Cthulhu. I fought it directly after King Slime on the same night, but I was worried that the eye was going to kill me. I had no movement accessories, only a hook and 20% speed boost from the ninja armor. I was scared that in the last moments I will get caught by the eye's fast dashes. In the end, I did more damage than the eye than it did to me. Thanks to this, I unlocked the Shield of Cthulhu, an amazing accessory that allows me to dash. And it's gonna be my only mobility for a while. Now I speedrun to kill the Eater of Worlds. I made a quick arena, I got lucky again, and summoned it. But I may have made a slight mistake. I forgot to set my spawn in my arena and got sent back home.
No, no, no.
I had to run back to my arena before the Eater despawned, which is something I managed to do thanks to the corruption being near my base, but that'll also be a problem later on.
Oh, wow. This tornado's doing really good against the Eater.
I ended up killing it no problem. Now, I have also unlocked another great accessory, the Worm Scarf, which reduces my damage by 17%. Now I focus my attention towards Skeletron. Thankfully, I had a magic conch from the desert allowing me to teleport immediately to the edge of the world. Now I have to arrive to the dungeon and make an arena. But first, another lucky encounter.
Okay. Okay. Another one? What's with the King Slime farm?
Can someone tell me what are the odds of 2 King Slimes spawning back to back? Anyway, I reached the dungeon and built a small arena on top of it. By the time I was done, it was already nighttime, so I figured I will do a fight with no buff since I was already there.
Oh, stupid zombie. No!
Next day, I grabbed some buff potions and added buff stations to the arena. I easily killed Skeletron with these improvements and I had no reason to explore the dungeon. Now, I wanted to fight Queen Bee. I went back to the underground jungle. I found a big hive that was near an open area, so I just added platforms and buff stations to this. I needed to fight Queen Bee. It has many useful drops, ranging from weapons, accessories and even an armor set, but what I wanted the most are the honey goggles. This is a flying mount. It's not a lot, but it's better than what I had, so I began the fights against Queen Bee. I kept killing multiple, but the mount just wouldn't drop. After an hour killing queen bees, I used my last 3 summons and prayed that I would get the mount.
Yes! Yes! We got 3 of them.
This just reinforces my theory that the game makes fun of you. I got 3 of those in a row. Finally, after grinding for the bee, I could use it, and it wasn't as good as I remembered. Apparently, it only has a flight time of 10 seconds before you have to return to the ground. However, this can be increased by items that increase your jump height, such as cloud in a bottle, bundle of balloons, etc. Pretty much items I'm not allowed to use for this challenge. But there was still something good about this bee. When it flies, it's really fast, which is exactly what I needed for the upcoming fight. When flying horizontally, the bee can reach 31 miles per hour. Miles? What the hell is a mile? Miles Morales? A unit of measure equal to 1760 yards. What the hell is a yard? Approximately 1609 kilometers? What? That makes no sense. Anyways, I'll just assume that what I'm seeing here in Terraria are kilometers. Now that my rant on systems of measure is over, I went straight to Hell, where I started to build a long Hell bridge. I used around 1000 planter boxes, and once I was done, I decided to do another fight without buff potions. I summoned the wall of flesh, got my bee ready, and the fight started. Surprisingly, the bee was way faster than the wall. The only issue is that I needed to go back to the ground and recharge its flight time. Thankfully, it only takes 3 seconds to recover flight time, so this was my way of dealing with the wall.
Okay, the bee. Oh, we're out of. Okay, bee, you can do this. We're out of arena. Okay, I think the bee can do it. No, it can't. No! Ah! Oh! 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 Oh!
Okay, so I got no idea how that happened, but we're in hard mode now. Hard mode is great. These are around the time where bosses have really good loot. However, in early hard mode, you're supposed to get upgrades to your gear. But I have literally nothing to upgrade. My next step is to defeat a hard mode boss with this pre-hard mode gear. Just like how early game was a pain for not having a weapon, hard mode was an even worse pain. Everything just did so much damage and had a ton of health. So here's my issue. In order to make any kind of progress, I need to kill at least one boss. It could be any of the mechs, Queen Slime or Fishron. I'm not going for Fishron, that's so stupid. But instead, I focused first on small tasks, such as moving the house of the NPCs that got corrupted, making a giant hole to prevent the corruption from spreading to my base. Oh, and remember my luck from before?
The dirtiest block! I got it! It's the first time I've ever gotten it. Oh my god. I mean, I like this pet a bit more. But oh my god, I got the dirtiest dirt block.
Pretty much I was just doing anything other than fighting the bosses.
go back. We cook the cobalt. We're Jachii. We need to cook cobalt because cobalt is blue. Jachii. Traveling merchant. What do you bring me? Actual garbage.
I was procrastinating the pain as long as possible. Eventually, I extended my old arena and made a new one for Queen Slime. I needed to see how well I'd do against hard mode bosses. Against Queen Slime, it did good on the first phase. But on the second phase, the bee was just too slow and Queen Slime was too fast. Against the destroyer, the bee kept me safe in a floating box, but I just did way too little damage and nighttime just ended. So every boss just seemed impossible. I didn't know what to do. I said that until I remembered a special block. Frozen Slime block. This block has pretty much no friction at all. If you reach a certain speed in this block, you will keep sliding in that speed. So that's it then? I just need to make an arena out of those blocks and run away from Queen Slime? But how am I going to reach a high speed on those blocks? Never mind, that was really simple. Now that I had a solid strategy, I just need to test it on Queen Slime. Nothing changed on the first phase. Queen Slime is still slow, but once the second phase started, it was time to test it.
This is really bad. I am barely outrunning it. Please don't hit me. This is so perfect. Oh my god. It's so perfect. I didn't even know how I thought of this. No!
Yeah, I got killed by a turtle. I don't even know how it got on my platform. I was really excited to do a rematch and finally kill my first hard mode boss. But the stupid pirates invaded my home. I had to sit around 2 hours of suffering, slowly killing them.
6%. Oh my god. No manches!
Oh, and remember my luck?
I got the coin gun. What? I got the dirtiest dirt block and the coin gun in the same place, then the same day.
After getting 2 of the rarest items in one day, I'm going directly to a casino. I lost everything. Anyway, the pirate invasion was over and I could attempt Queen Slime again.
This is where the real fight begins. Yes! Our first hard mode boss! Finally!
And killing Queen Slime was the right choice. It may not have weapons other than blade staff, but it drops the crystal assassin armor. Finally an upgrade to my ninja armor. Not only that, it drops the slimy saddle, which is the closest I'll get to wings for now. I was confident enough to kill the mech bosses now.
Ah!
I killed the twins easily with my mount and the frozen slime bridge. I used the hallowed bars to make a repeater. I paired it with unholy arrows for the piercing and killed the destroyer twice.
What? How did you get up here?
With the hallowed parts from the destroyer, I made the hallowed armor. And it's the last armor set I'll get. So I took advantage of it and killed a Skeletron Prime. Now, the jungle is growing restless. I decided to recycle my old Queen Bee arena. I just extended it a bit and added a elevator. Then I looked for a Plantera ball.
Oh, there we go.
It didn't take long and I summoned it immediately. First, I took Plantera to my arena. Then, I did Clock Simulator for the first phase. Once the second phase started, I used the Giant Hole strategy to get away from Plantera. I also had to take a Featherfall potion because the Queen Slime mount falls really quickly. And I killed Plantera really easily, which made me have more confidence and attempt Duke Fishron now. I'm really good at Duke Fishron, so I have no problem killing it. Now I had the Shrimp Truffle and a better weapon. I wanted to farm Duke Fishron and Empress of Light for their wings. I fucked the Duke in daytime and the Empress in nighttime. But after multiple kills, the wings just weren't dropping. That's when I remembered the Golem exists, so I went ahead and killed it no problem.
We buff. I want to try and do this now.
And the grind for the wings continued. I eventually got the Empress wings and I decided to do the Old One's army. I wanted to get the Aerial Bane just because it's one of my favorite weapons, but without sentries, I couldn't do the final phase, even with the Hoik cheese. Instead, I gave up and rushed to the Lunatic Cultist. I killed it extremely easy, just like always. Now the celestial event had begun, and it was a pain, just like always. But finally, I had killed all of them, and I was ready to fight the Moon Lord. Yeah, I needed something against the Moon Lord. That's when I retook the idea of the aerial Bane bow. I did another cheese for the final phase. Actuators. These can disable blocks, so I set some actuators on the crystal. Then I made a giant hole to drop the crystal all the way to hell. Hopefully this will give me enough time to kill Betsy before any of the enemies destroyed it.
Yeah, we did it.
But don't worry, my luck did its final thing on this challenge. It gave me the wings. I prefer these wings over the Fishron and Empress solely because of the hover feature. Anyway, as I was testing my aerial Bane, it started raining.
It's raining. It's raining.
That's when I knew I needed to summon Moonlord and take advantage of the Fishron map.
Yes, finally.
And I finally killed it. This is how I finished Terraria with boss loot only. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you like and subscribe, because I love making videos, but I don't really like editing them. So if you wanna support my effort, like and subscribe, please.